one of the things that annoys me about the whole current stay in your lane attack, where people say, well, you can't talk about that stay in your lane. What they mean is you don't have the expertise. And if you dig one level further, what they mean is that you don't have the credentials. And if you dig one level further, what they mean is you don't have the right academic stamp. And so all that's doing is reducing society to a small set of academic credentials people who are sort of in a circle jerk issuing each other credentials, and they're not going to think out of the box. And they're certainly not going to think anything that goes against their profession. So I would trust a physicist on climate science much more than I would trust a climate scientist. I would trust a computer scientist on AI much more than I would trust an AI researcher. Just because once you've adopted a point of view as your identity, you're unlikely to say anything that might contradict it. In that sense, I don't like to put any labels on myself, nor do I think that we should be worshiping at the altar of credentials. A lot of the great advances in human history came through polymaths, came through mixing disciplines. Nature has no concept of disciplines. Nature has no concept of, different professions. That's just a human-made construct. Sure, if you're going to get operated upon, you probably want someone with a medical degree, because there you're trying to minimize the chance of something going wrong, and the barrier to entry is very high. But when it comes to, for example, figuring out even deep trends in things like epistemology and evolution, some of the best work has been done by people outside of the field. And certainly in everyday affairs, like what is the right role of government? What is the right spending level? What is the right taxation level? Should we wear masks or not, which is a multivariate decision. Should we force people to get vaccinated or not, which is more than just a pure biological decision. It also impinges on human freedom and human rights. I think everybody who has done a little bit of homework and is a clear thinker is entitled to have an opinion. And so the stay in your lane attack is one that automatically leads to a block from me, because those people are essentially just advocating for university academics to run the world.